What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, Sui's price is now broken out and it's done pretty much exactly what we've been talking about. And so in today's video, I want to tell you exactly what I'm doing now, what I'm expecting next, and what you can be on the lookout for. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into it. Now guys, don't forget, if you do want to trade a little Sui yourself on up to 50x leverage and many other cryptos on up to 500x leverage, although I highly recommend you do not go all the way up to 500x leverage, you can check out that BTCC link down below. Guys, when you do sign up specifically with my link, they're going to give you a 10% bonus on all first-time deposits between $500 and $100,000. So say, for example, if you deposit $2,000, guys, they're going to give you a $200 bonus right there on the spot for you to start trading. You turn that $200 into $800, that $600 of profit is completely for you. This is literally a way to make free gains during a bull market. I've not had a deal this good since 2021, so do not pass up on it. I do about 50% to 60% of my trading these days over on BTCC, so feel free to go check that out down below if that's something you're interested in. It won't last forever. Now, looking at Sui, okay, and by the way, I know it's sweet, but I'm gonna call it Sui, leave me alone. Looking at Sui, okay, what we can see here is that we've been tracking this descending channel for the last, I think, and it's had to be at least 5 or 6 days now. We have been tracking this descending channel right here. And as we were heading lower and lower, I was telling you guys, like, hey, listen, there's an over 80% chance that Sui breaks above this channel, so we just need to be prepared. Now, the way that we were preparing was doing some dollar cost averaging in the bottom portion of this channel, in that bottom 25%. Purchasing in the bottom 25% of a descending channel is one of the easiest ways to make gains in crypto. I truly do believe that. And that's exactly what we were doing. I mean, we can literally go over to the Discord and you can see that there, right here. Just did a tiny dollar cost average on Sui to hit the bottom 25% of the descending channel, and that was on November 25th. You can see that we were doing that, so I'm not just making this up, you know. And so that purchase that we did was right here. We did a little bit of one right there. We did another one right there. All three of those purchases are now up on average, roughly, 10% or so. I have one of those on the 6x leverage, so that one's, I think that one's up like 55% or something like that. And so overall, I mean, absolutely smashing it. And so what you can see here is that Sui's price is now broken out of this descending channel. It has opened that door to the upside, and today we're now going to talk about what comes next. Okay, we're going to talk about what we need to be doing now that it has made this breakout. And I will let you know, if you are literally anybody who is just trying to get better within the world of crypto, whether it's technical analysis, fundamental analysis, whether you're a first day beginner or a 3-year vet, I highly encourage you to just stick around to the end of the video. At the end of the video, even if you want to skip there, at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how you can get access to that server that I just showed you, where I have Tyler's Tips, which is a big mini series of a bunch of little quick videos to help you out, beginners courses, premium classes, pro traders posting their setups and signals, fundamental analysis reports, technical analysis reports, insights with Tyler with my thoughts and my buys and sells and stuff like that. So just stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to tell you how you can get access to that server down below. Okay, now looking at Sui, okay, let me lay out the game plan, because you guys know everything I do is a game plan. Everything that we do here on the channel, it is a step-by-step system. We don't like guessing. We don't just like hoping. We don't even really like speculating that much, although we are speculating at the end of the day. I like to back everything up with facts, okay? Facts of the matter. And so what we know is that when the descending channel breaks to the upside, it has a fantastic opportunity in front of it. It has a fantastic opportunity in front of it. Because oftentimes when you can get these breakouts of these descending channels, if all things go correctly, it opens up the door to surpass where you started that channel at. Oftentimes you can not only push upwards a little bit, but there are many a times where you'll see these descending channels be continuation patterns before things pump. And if that is the case for Sui, we might be seeing Sui push up to $4.50. We might be seeing it push up to $4.40. A move up here is not impossible. Not after a move like that. Very possible. Okay. But as I mentioned before, things need to go right. And let me tell you exactly what you need to be on the lookout for now. I'm talking exactly. First, am I doing any purchasing on Sui right now? That's question number one. No, I'm personally not. The reason being is because I did purchase literally a few days ago at a much lower level. I don't feel the need to right now, but I will say buying at the breakout of a descending channel isn't the end of the world. It's not a terrible idea. There is a risk that we're going to get rejected, and I'm going to go over that in a second here. There is a risk of a pullback, but it is very common for breakouts of these channels to create higher lows and then a continuation upwards. This is very likely. Unless the entire market slips and the entire market pulls back, it is very likely that Sui is going to try to find some support and then continue upwards and try to surpass that all-time high. It's very likely. So purchasing a little bit now, if you can stomach the short-term possibility of risk, not a terrible idea. But what I'm more looking at now is, you know, if you are one of the people who's buying in this channel, if you're just holding Sui and you're wondering if it's going to go up, let me tell you what we need to be on the lookout for next. So when a crypto breaks out of a descending channel, what you want to see are two major things happen. Two major things happen. The very first one is a reversal of the macro trend, which I'm going to explain in a second, don't worry. The second one is a clearing of the golden zone on the Fibonacci Fibonacci's. I'm also going to explain that in a second here. If you can see those two things, the door to the upside opens, meaning that if you can clear those obstacles, being able to pump is possible. And so what we're going to look for first is the first one, the reversal of the macro trend. What does that mean? What you have to understand is that a crypto in this situation is creating lower highs and lower lows, right? We get that, right? Lower highs, lower lows. That's what created the descending channel. You are in a macro downtrend. You get it? And so with that in mind, okay, what you have to understand is even though we are seeing it break out of this descending channel, until it's capable of clearing the macro downtrend, it's still in a downtrend. Downtrends mean lower highs and lower lows. And so what I mean by that is until we can clear the macro downtrend, we're still on track to go down, right? And so Tyler, how do we clear the macro downtrend? Well, the way that you do this is you're going to look at this descending channel and you're going to say, when was the last time that we hit the top side of it? When we clear that level, we've broken the macro downtrend because we've now set a macro higher high. Because remember, a downtrend is lower highs, lower lows. An uptrend is higher highs, higher lows. And so if we can start setting that higher high, opens the door for the higher low, and the trend starts reverses. And so what starts to reverse. And so what we can see here is the last time that we hit the top of this descending channel was right here, right at $3.67, right on that low level. And what we want to see from SWE is its price being able to clear that zone. That's how you reverse the macro downtrend. This is also one of the most likely, not the most likely, but one of the most likely levels to reject the price down. So if SWE is going to break out and then crash back to the downside, it's going to be off this level. It's almost always off of this level. And that's why it's so important, because the bears don't want this to happen. They do not by any means want SWE's price to be able to break that level because it does invalidate their stake. And that's obviously not good. They'll probably get liquidated, right? A lot of their stop losses are probably set right above that level because they don't want this to happen. And because they know, hey, we got to get up out of there. If SWE's price breaks here, we probably need to get out of there. So that's step number one. We need to see it clear $3.67. Now, the second thing that we need to see from SWE is it clear the macro Fibonacci zone, the golden zone. Tyler, what's the golden zone? Well, as you all know, we like to track the Fibonacci's very, very closely. And there is a specific zone that's incredibly important. It's the 618 to 786 zone. It's called the golden zone, okay? And now this range is right now on SWE's price between $3.74 and $3.58. This little golden box right here is also one of the most likely levels to reject the price to the downside. If SWE's price is going to get rejected, this is the most likely level to reject it to the downside. And what you'll come to recognize is that our point of resistance to clear the macro trend and our golden box are in the same exact place. So what does this mean? It means that the two levels that are the most likely to push SWE's price down are the ones sitting directly above it right now. And this is the part of the reason why I'm not buying SWE right now, because it's sitting right under a major point of resistance. And that's what I told you. There's a chance it gets rejected here. So if you purchase, you need to be able to stomach the possibility of a pullback. And so what I'm looking for from SWE, put very simply, is I want to see it clear $3.74. 75 cents, make it easy. If it clears $3.75, it's invalidated the macro trend and it's broken the golden Fibonacci zone, and it's opened up the door for a 1.272 Fibonacci extension up to $4.22, or maybe even a $4.56 push, which, you know, is a 1.618 Fib extension. I think that's very possible. I don't see any reason as to why SWE can't make that move, and I do expect that that could be on the way. And so because of that, what I want you to watch very closely right now, I mean, like a hawk, you need to watch this as close as you possibly can, is what happens here. If we get rejected and we start getting pushed to the downside, I'll tell you exactly what to look out for. My guess is that we would see SWE try to put in some type of Adam and Eve pattern. That's what I would guess, but I can only speculate on that until I start to see that structure. So if we do start pulling back, just know it's not the end of the world. There's a very good chance that SWE is going to come back down, try to find a higher low, and then look to bounce back to the upside at some given point. So I probably will take this as a dollar cost average opportunity, but again, I'll let you know what to do if we start getting rejected here. If we break out, we clear that 375 zone, I might open up some long trades, but that's going to be in a couple days. That shouldn't be today or tomorrow, so I'll let you know as it plays out. But all I care about right now is watching this golden zone. We go get rejected, it's going to get ugly for a little while. We break it, all hell might break loose, and we might start seeing SWE push up to $4, $4.22, $4.55. So I'll keep you updated as much as I possibly can. You guys know I like to post 5 or 6 vids on SWE every single week, so you guys know I have you back. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if you're somebody who's purely just trying to elevate, okay, if you're somebody who's purely just trying to elevate and just get better, first of all, the Fibonacci's, which we talk about all the time here, what we were just doing, I have a masterclass releasing on that tomorrow. So go check that out. And that's available, again, in the Discord. If you want access to the Discord, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to head down to the Patreon link down below. There's two options. There's three options, but the two big ones are $5 a month and $17 a month, which I think is extremely affordable. If you disagree, let me know down below. Now, when you do use those two options, okay, you're going to get access to, again, Insights with Tyler, which gives you my insights and thoughts about the market, what's happening, what my perspective on things, sometimes what I'm buying, what I'm selling, sometimes the changes that I'm making to my portfolio, and much more. Like I sent them a 7-minute voice message just letting them know what my strategy for buying cryptos was, just talking while I was driving. Technical analysis. We have a daily report that you can go and study and help, it'll help you learn how to do this. Fundamental analysis is the same thing. Studying things like liquidations, RSIs, stuff like that. I have a pro trader coming in, and he's in here already, and he's posting his signals and setups. We had a profitable trade yesterday, which was very, very good. I actually have a whole second team of pro traders coming in starting on Tuesday, I believe, and they're going to be posting their trades and setups, so you might align with them better. There's premium classes. So, for example, we did this 25-minute video between me and Sam from My Financial Friend. It also comes with all the notes and stuff that you may need. There are beginners courses. There's one that's released already, but there's going to be 4 more that come out on fundamental analysis, meme coin investing, altcoin investing, and leverage trading, in addition to this technical analysis for beginners. There's Tyler's tips, which are 2 to 3 minute long videos going over just these random specific small things in the world of crypto. And of course, there's just the community itself. There's 250 members in here now just in the last 2 weeks, which is insane. And you can see they're making these gains now. I mean, they're absolutely smashing it. Look at this. I mean, 4,200% gain, 140%, 50%. We see all of these 130, 70, 120, 53. You can see the gains they're generating. And it's obviously not easy, but there are gains being made here, and there's for a reason. So if you want to elevate, no matter if you're a beginner, if you're advanced, go check out those links down below, either $5 a month or $17 a month. I feel like that's a great deal. So let me know your thoughts about that down below. Do you think that's too expensive? Do you think it's a little undervalued? Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, don't forget, if you do want to trade a little bit of SWE yourself, you can check out that BTCC link down below if you do want to get a 10% bonus on all deposits between $500 and $100,000. But of course, I hope you guys enjoy. I got a couple more vids posting today. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you who do celebrate it. And of course, I will see you all in a few hours. Peace out, everybody.